Do you guys ever get emotionally horny? For example, when I have a crush on someone, like RN, I just get in this mood where I wanna think about them all the time and I imagine cute scenarios of us in my head like kissing, cuddling, sex, etc. but I'll get horny and feel the urge to masturbate, but only to the thought of them, and it's more than just sexual, like sometimes I'll even masturbate just thinking about sweet things Steve said to me. Whenever I'm in one of these moods, porn doesn't do it for me, and I can't get turned on by anything else except the thought of them. Yeah, definitely. I honestly crave emotional connectivity versus physical connectivity at this point in my life. 100% agree. Yes, that's a thing for me too. I like it more than just regular horny. Same. It just feels really wholesome and sweet and gives me butterflies. This is called a heart on. Edit, thank you kind Redditor for my first ever award. Yeah, because I'm lonely, not horny. I'm not interested in sex, I just want attention and care. Well, the sex would be nice too. This guy gets it. That's called being lonely. Didn't have to do me like that, bro. Damn dog. Inappropriate. Yeah, I get wet for emotional intimacy and love almost equally as much as I do for physical intimacy and sex. It's like, talk dirty to me, but in the way that you tell me you want to kiss my face and hold me forever, lol. I love saying cheesy stuff to my so. The first night I stayed at her place I stayed up half the night because I just wanted to enjoy the feeling of her snuggled in my arms. Oh yeah, for sure. 30s M. I love sex. Don't get me wrong. But I also love thinking about my partner when she's not around. Fantasizing about cooking dinner together, or smoking a joint, and painting together after a long day. I've been planning a picnic in my head for us for weeks now. It's going to be a great picnic. She's going to love it. But I really love planning and imaging everything we're going to do together. We even know silly things about each other's coworkers. I look forward to hearing funny/silly stories from her day. Do you think these thoughts about women you don't know well when you're single? This happens to me, and it sometimes inhibits my ability to have a natural conversation with a girl. I feel like a bit of a creep tbh. I think this is mainly loneliness, but also since I'm a 19-year guy, it's actually one of my main worries and I would like to get opinions of other people too. My gal gives me love boners all of the time. I love boners. I like that, haha. People are saying it's from loneliness, but I would argue it's the opposite in some scenarios. When I didn't have a girlfriend, I was horny, but never felt the emotional horny you're describing. This week I got a GF and now I have these emotional horny moments exactly like what you described. Maybe it's like when you get a mosquito bite and it itches worse when you scratch it than when you leave it alone. Having a GF reminds of what you were missing. The thought of someone genuinely loving and wanting me, finding me irresistible, and getting all hot and bothered just by being around me is infinitely more hot than anything explicit I can imagine. I feel that. Every nice guy ever gets emotionally horny. The nice guy/friend zone thing stems from loneliness. So all the cuddling and companionship stuff that Hamas gets wrapped up into the hormones and sex appeal of their crush. I know because I'm a recovering nice guy. I'm in a much better place and treat women much better now. I think this is almost exactly the same as what is happening to me, RN. I want to know more. How did you find your way out? I got into a bad relationship that led to some sex and some friends. Then I found confidence enough to leave the bad relationship. Not a path I'd recommend. Instead, pour yourself into a hobby and be friendly with everyone in it. I'm in a weird situation right now where a friend and I have agreed to be duck buddies to get through the isolation of COVID. But we're still trying to reduce the risk of spreading COVID by wearing masks and trying not to breathe on each other. In this process I've learned two things. 1. How much more I value things like cuddling and making out than the raw act of sex. 2. I definitely have a kink for ducking in masks. Adderall, that's cute. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way that I just can't do casual sex. There has to be a connection that goes beyond just physical. The hard way, hee. Thought I just needed sex, but those quarantine hookups did nothing for me. Yeah. Isn't this basically love? Perhaps. Or maybe infatuation. Definitely. No, but our living situation sucks, and now, when we are driving around, the wife and I keep commenting on houses. We call it being house horny. I don't think this is loneliness like so many people are saying. It's just fantasizing about emotional fulfillment. Why does that have to be an indication of a void? I agree. I do it when I'm not lonely too. Me all day every day. Yup, absolutely. Emotional arousal is a real and annoying thing. Fuck me. Someone put it into words. Reads comments. You guys understand. Exclamation mark. Edit. Formatting on mobile. Oh heck yeah. My crush recently told me that she loved me for the first time. I had several heart-ons for several days. AWW, good for you. That's awesome. Thought this was going to be about those times when you have a huge catharsis with your partner, you know, with yelling and ugly crying, and while they are comforting you, and you are laying there on their chest completely broken, you get really ducking horny for them for some unexplainable reason. Because everyone has that sort of moments. Right? It's called lonely and it's my default state. As often as I get regular horny. They call it heart horny. I'm so glad there's a name for it. I'm the exact same as you. Yeah, kinda. But I feel like it's wrong to imagine something like that. Because she probably would never agree or feel the same about it, and then I'm just sad and lonely. Or I get what you mean. See, for me and this guy have already slept together, so I know he won't mind me masturbating to the thought of him. Ever since I met my current BF, I don't masturbate as much at all. Cause it's not the same without him. Isn't that just liking someone? Do people not feel this way? No, I have crushes too. But I know it will sound puritanist and weird. But when a girl is truly special, I find it disgusting to masturbate to her thought, even. Like it is insulting to her. That is lowering her worth. That's like my primary form of horny. I spend so much time in my bed just imagining myself in a loving relationship, filled with cuddles and kind words. So far it's never been directed at anyone in particular. Just nameless amalgamations of traits I find attractive. Yup, never been in a relationship until now where I literally think about how much I love my boyfriend / how cute he is, and immediately wanna duck him. Horrible. I remember being like that during my first relationship too. Exclamation mark. It's like everything they do is just so irresistibly hot, and you can't take it. Completely. I feel the closest to my girlfriend when I'm inside her. Sometimes when we would do it, she would just sit on top of me with it in and just hold each other. I always thought I was a sex addict, stemming from a lifetime of abandonment issues. What I found out is that I'm addicted to the deep connection I feel when I'm intimate with someone I love. So yeah, a lot of the time, especially when we wake up, we just want to have sex to bond. Wait, maybe that's why porn never turns me on. I'm cured. Haha. God, I need a hug. Hugs. That's called a heart on, and that's very sweet. I can't believe I never knew the term for it, haha. To be fair, I get this a lot too, so I looked it up recently and found out. Yes, absolutely. Can't relate. Yes, exactly this. Yes. I don't understand this concept. Feelings. Do it with my wife all the time. That's how it feels to really be in love with someone. I do the same thing and love doing it. Yeah. Yes, all the time. It always happens at least once a day, and it's just on my mind when I'm trying to get to sleep. Perfectly describes how lonely I am. Oh yeah, it normally happens for me right when I'm about to go to bed too. I actually get emotionally horny twice as often as I get horny. Thanks for giving this term a name. Take my upvote. Yes, but typically for exes. I might miss that feeling of when they first arrive, or of falling asleep together. The cute easy relationship stuff. Yes. I'm perpetually emotionally horny. Always. Sex is mental. I 100% understand where you're coming from, dude. I get in those moods a lot, especially since the quarantine started. Yeah. That's called liking someone. Cuddling. Sex, that's how I see it. Yeah, and it's wonderful. Love does it for me. And you guys can confirm yes. Yep. There are certain people that I can think about lying in bed and picture us cuddling together. Or me making them breakfast in bed and just caring for them. That is definitely a heart on for me. Till I'm only ever emotionally horny. Nothing wrong with that. I don't even care about sex anymore, but I crave an emotional connection. I want to cuddle so bad that it hurts. I get horny when I'm frustrated, and honestly it's annoying, because I'm frustrated pretty much all day and I don't understand why it's like this, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm also a 25-year-old woman and I feel like this shouldn't happen to me, because I'm not a 13-year-old boy. 100,000%. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I do. I can't have sex with someone I don't love. Without love it just feels like co-op masturbation. This is so me. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a side effect of basically receiving zero physical connection / affection from anyone, unless in a relationship. Ah yes. I cry myself to sleep every time I sank off and realize I'm still a virgin. Other than that, I haven't been emotional horny, no. As an ace, absolutely. Yes, very much. Been single for a while now. Definitely ready for a relationship. No, I'm more hollow than a father's promise. Yup, only I got lucky enough that my crush accepted, and now we are separated due to COVID, so as such I'm in a perpetual state of agony. Yep. For cuddles and feeling like I matter? Yes, very often. You described me exactly. Funny thing is I just got done doing this because I was thinking about my summer love that I want to keep forever. /her thorny. /her thorny. I was like that a few years ago. I was in love with her and it was a romantic love. Not as much pure lust or completely sexual. And yet I would get erect thinking about her in romantic situations. I would smile just thinking about her laughing. Her sense of humor. That pretty expression. A joke shared that cracked us up. And I would be horny. It was weird. I honestly believe that I do. Lol. Yup, I do also. Not connected to a particular individual, but yeah, I just imagine being hugged by someone and cuddling them. Nothing sexual, just seeking the raw emotional intimacy that I have rarely had the chance to experience. You are a pervert, and so am I. Never. Just duck me. I get emotionally horny, but in a way that I get sad and lonely, and the only thing that makes me feel okay is sex with a woman I love, even a friend. I get emotionally horny about being physically horny, vice versa, and occasionally sad all around from not being wanted. How's that for some duckery? Everyone does. Yep, there's a song called Mardi Bum by the Arctic Monkeys, and that makes me super lustful for emotional connection. Yeah, all the time with my partner. I've been feeling like this since last November, and honestly I just wanna talk to her, get to know her. I've noticed that we share a lot of similarities, which is great, but I'm so stubborn and in a weird spot. I know that simply talking won't do it. Yes, like, always, all the time. Yep, too bad it's unrequited lol. Yep. Yep, every day. Gotta be careful though, it quickly becomes needy and then you are out the door. Yes, there was this girl in college that I had a crush on, but just couldn't tell her because of how awkward it would have been in class, plus I'm pretty chubby too, so she probably wouldn't found me attractive either. Maybe, but I have seen this before. A girl at my church couldn't go 2 sentences without bringing up her BS, now husband, name up. I met him. Chill guy, but she was insatiable around him. Silence French. I do not wish to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy. I'm extremely romantic in that way. I find there's nothing that feels better to be than love and loving people. I relate to this so much. Pain. Yes, I just want to be hugged and kissed and told everything's going to be okay. IDK if it's from a lack of love from anyone really, but that's just something I crave. IDK if it fits here, but yeah. I know at funerals it's like my mind doesn't want to feel sad, so I automatically get horny when I'm hugging people. I'm not horny off the death, but I'm horny off the women crying and showing emotion. WTF. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.